Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for fair trade Bible study that is Rainforest certified. Today we're looking at Psalm 7, verse 14. Now we've been looking at the second half of Psalm 7, and up to this point we've built up that pressure that the linguistic ability of our writer has created for us. God is the one who's angry every day. Well, what's he angry about? If he does not turn, well, what's he turning from? He's turning from his anger. He's going to sharpen his sword, and his bow is bent and strung, and all the instruments of death are prepared, and he will make his arrows hotly pursue. But the question is who? Why is he angry, and who are his arrows going to pursue? There has to be a target for the arrows, just like when Jehu shot at Joram. Those arrows hotly pursued Joram. But why? Well, now we come to verse 14, and we're going to answer that question, or begin to answer that question. And this is a little, how can I put this politely? This is a little indiscreet, if you will. This is adult. So if there are immature ears listening, you might want to turn away. So verse 14 says, "Behold, the wicked writhe, and conceives trouble, and gives birth to falsehood." The wicked writhe. Now you'll notice that it begins with behold. So we've had this pressure building. We don't know answers to our questions yet, and then we have behold. So here's the big reveal right now. It's going to come out. It's going to answer all these questions for us. The wicked. He's angry every day. With what? He's angry with, or with who? He's angry with the wicked. That's why most of your translations will have the wicked in italics in verse 11, because verse 14 answers its question. Now you'll notice it says the wicked writhe. As I said, this is an adult theme because we're talking about writhing in sexual contact, the writhing that occurs in sexual contact. So you have the whole picture of conception happening here. There's the writhing of sexual contact, then there's the conceiving. Something is conceived after that. Those two things, of course, go together. So what's conceived? Trouble is conceived. So in the womb, if you will, of the wicked, trouble is conceived, and then the wicked give birth. So you have the writhing of sexual contact, the conceiving of trouble, and then after the gestation period of however long it takes for the wicked to give birth, they give birth to falsehood. So you have the entire process here of falsehood being born into the world because of the wicked. And so, why is God angry? Who is he angry with? Why is he not turning? Who are his arrows hotly pursuing? Well, they're hotly pursuing the wicked, and we have this description of them. Why is this happening? Because the wicked eventually give birth to falsehood. That is their offspring. This reminds me, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but this reminds me of the passage in James chapter 1, beginning in verse 13. "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." So you see, lust conceives. It conceives something. And what does it conceive? It conceives sin, and then sin has an effect, falsehood in this case. In Psalm 7, verse 14, it's not sin, it's falsehood. Of course, they're synonymous, but in that case, it's falsehood, but there's going to be death that follows, and we'll see that in our passage tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be in verses 15 and 16. So come back tomorrow. We'll see what this falsehood brings about, what it delivers to the world. I hope you'll join me then on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.